All right, we'll take some questions for Dave. Who's got the first question? We'll start with Barry up front on your right, Dave.
Doc, that couldn't have gone any better for you guys or for Shoei, right? I mean, what was your assessment of how he was able to weather through swinging at the plate and what you saw and all of it?
I thought he did a really nice job of competing. I don't think that, it got any worse. Obviously, just him in the batter's box, starting the game off, getting on base by way of walk. And, I just really appreciate him, posting tonight.
Far back on your left, Dave, AJ.
Dave, what can you say about what Walker did tonight and really what your rotation has done all series when I think some people on the outside considered it maybe a weakness coming into it?
Walker was fantastic. I think if you take out that second inning where we didn't play good defense behind him, he would have thrown up nothing but zeros in the postseason. Tonight, I just thought his stuff was as good as it's been all year. I thought the fastball had life. The cutter was good. The curveball was good. He pitched to all quadrants and kept those guys honest, kept them at bay. There was no stress. So just to get through 5 innings the way he threw the baseball, I felt that's all he had. Obviously, there was a little bit of kind of emotions, adrenaline, and I couldn't have asked for anything more from Walker tonight.
We'll go to the third row on your right, Dave, with Jared.
On that, I mean, given all the conversation about your rotation all postseason, I mean, how did you realistically expect that you'd be getting over 11 innings from your starters, in games 2 and 3 of the series?
Yeah, I think that certainly there was a lot said about the rotation given the injuries that we accrued coming into the postseason. But I think that we just kind of came together collectively, feeling the 13 guys on our roster as far as pitchers, we're going to do a good job of preventing runs. And so obviously it doesn't matter, how you get them. And we're doing a nice job of kind of piecing it together, though.
The second row on your left, Dave. Jack.
Obviously, Walker has the October track record and looked a little bit better at the end of the regular season. But have you been surprised with just how well these last couple starts have gone for him and what he's given you guys?
Not surprised. I think that there's certain players, Kike on the position player side, Walker on the pitcher side, that just really thrive in the postseason. And I think, guys like those two, you can essentially throw away the regular season and know that you're going to get the best of them in the postseason. So certainly the track record speaks for itself, and just the confidence when he's on the mound in the postseason. There haven't been many better.
And then how important was that sequence with Mookie's catch and then Teo's throw in the next at bat?
Yeah, the Teo throw was huge. It obviously killed the momentum. And then Mookie's play on the sinking liner from Jazz, it just kind of, I thought Walker was starting to feel it a little bit. There was starting to be a little bit more hard contact. So to make a defensive play on a sinking liner and then that play at home plate was just huge for all of us. Yeah.
We'll stay in the second row.
Hey, Dave. Freddie hit a foul ball off that ankle pretty hard late in the game. Any effects of that going forward?
I don't think so. It's his ankle, and that's happened many times over. But it wasn't the foot, the toe. So I think that, it was higher up on the ankle. So I think that he's going to be fine.
Go to Peter, standing on your right, Dave.
Hi, Dave. You're one of the few people on earth who know what it's like to come back from a 3-0 deficit.
Don't talk about that. Wrong guy. Way too early.
What do you remember about your mindset going into that, and what maybe did you learn from that you can take into it now that you're on the other side?
From the other side, I don't want to divulge any secrets, but from the other side, I just think that we have got to stay focused, stay urgent. I think offensively, to be quite honest, we left a lot of runs out there tonight. Still found a way to win a ball game, and there's just got to be urgency. I just don't want to let these guys up for air.
Thank you.
Go to the third row on your left, Dylan.
Dave, we saw Ohtani, wincing a couple times after some of those swings. Did you get a sense of how much physical discomfort he was in tonight?
I don't know how much, but yeah, balls that were away that he chased a little bit. I saw a couple winces, but I think it sort of pointless even for me to even consider it because he's going to be in there tomorrow.
We'll stay right there, Dave, on your left.
Hey, Doc. So with Freeman, with the Mets in the Mets series, it seemed like he could barely run, and now he's legging out triples, hitting homers. What is it that he's done to get to this point, and just how surprised are you that he's performing at this level?
Not surprised he's performing at this level. He's been very good in the postseason throughout his career. I think it's just the 6 days before this series was huge, or the 5 days I think it was, that gave him a chance to kind of get out of the woods. And so now that we're out of the woods, I think it's manageable, sustainable, and even going first to third, he did a good job going first to third. I don't think we cashed that one in, but I think that he's in a really good spot. And obviously with the swings that he's taken, he can stay firm on his front side.
Far back on your left, Dave. Clinton.
Dave, Mookie came into this series as the only Dodger with an OPS above 1, and he's done everything you guys have asked of him this season in the catch, push, run across. Can you just tell me a little bit about how valuable he is from a consistency standpoint to have in a lineup like this?
He's one of the best players on the planet, and so I'm really excited for the postseason that he's had on both sides of the baseball. And that at-bat, really, that was one of the at-bats that set the tone. Tommy did a great job of reading the ball off the bat, going on contact, scoring right there. But that at-bat to just kind of win pitches, get down with 2 strikes, and to keep fighting, to still drive in a run. And we did that all night. I thought that we took really good at-bats, and Mookie kind of sets a tone with that. And we did a great job of getting into their pen early, seeing a lot of familiar arms, and taxing those guys too.
Second row on your right, Doc. Steve.
Congratulations. I'm not asking you to divulge secrets from the other side from way back when, but what do you tell your players? Do you tell your players, listen, I know teams can come back from a 3-0 deficit. Is there going to be a moment that you try to make clear to your team that it's not over?
No, I won't. I think that they're very familiar with 20 years ago and what can happen. I mean, anything's possible. Our guys are very heady, very hungry for a championship, a parade, and so nothing is going to get in the way of that. Nothing.
First row on your left, Dave.
I want to just confirm, is Shohei allowed from sliding?
I think he can. He would have to be careful, but ideally, no.
Thank you.
One last one for Dave. We'll finish up in the first row on your right.
Doc, do you think that you players are so hungry to win this World Series because what happened in 2020? What everybody talked about, it was a short season, and you guys got the chance to do this against the Yankees in one more game?
I think for some of the guys that were here, Kike, Clayton, the coaches, Austin Barnes, I think Blake Trinan, just some guys that were here with us, we want that parade. We never got a chance to celebrate with the city of Los Angeles. That's something of incentive. But outside of that, you have an opportunity to be a world champion, and so we're right there. So that's more than enough incentive and motivation.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.